This is JordanTower with J18 News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Okay, so we got NBA Youngboy keeping ASAP Rocky from the number one spot, all right? In this one cover, all the messed up stuff. Everybody always finds a loophole when they don't want to be embarrassed. Now, I know there's some ASAP Rocky fans in here listening right now. It's fine. You know, it's like he makes okay music. It's not as good as it used to be to me, right? But some people are just diehard fans of certain people, and there's nothing wrong with that because he's not trash. ASAP Rocky's far from trash, all right? But this music, I think he's just making music for himself now and where he's at in life. He can do that when he's married to Rihanna, right? Because there's no pressure of the money aspect, right? But there is a pressure of not being embarrassed, and we're going to get to that right now. So more than likely, see, NBA Youngboy is more of a 20,000 first week, 30,000 first week kind of artist, right? ASAP Rocky is in that realm, okay, because he's doing about a few million streams on each song for the first week, most likely, which will end up being about between 15,000 and 25,000 the first week. But it's going to register as 130,000 to 150,000 units the first week because he found a loophole. The new loophole is vinyl. Physical units, right? And this shows you that he has a core fan base. And I think NBA Youngboy should tap into this a little more. Maybe not in the same sense as vinyl, but find another loophole because he does have a hardcore fan base that always buys and listens to his music, no matter what. And ASAP Rocky has that same thing. Wiz Khalifa has this too. If Wiz Khalifa does another release soon, he has to do the vinyl. It's a loophole right now, right? Where you can come out with 4 different covers with different artwork on them. Only you have to have real fans that are into your art to want to buy the artwork for the album. That's a really, I would say vintage. I wouldn't say old school. It's just like there were more like real hip hop fans in the 90s and 2000s, right? Where people really appreciated the art of it. Remember when you got an album, like you got a CD and it had a booklet that came with it, and like people would examine the booklet because so much time would go into the album's artwork, and you take the artwork out and it would have, I wish I had my old CDs. I threw them all out, but honestly, that stuff's probably worth money now. Like getting a CD with a booklet. I mean, remember that where it had all the information on it about everything that's going on, like in the everything about the CD is in there. The samples, the who produced what, who was a part of this record. It even had like some personal stuff from the artist on there. It was special, and A$AP Rocky's delivering that to his fans that care. They bought 130,000 units of vinyl. So his first week is secured. It's secure. He's going to be number one because nobody's selling 100 to 130,000 unless you're a big dog now. A$AP Rocky is not a big dog. He's not. But he played into the loophole for his core fan base. If it was based on just the music, he would do 20, 30,000 the first week. But if you add something special into it, that's why more artists should get into the first week. You should have something special. Like I always told artists, like certain artists that I messed with even still up to 10 years ago, I was telling them, you got to start like catering to certain fans. Like I'm talking about artists that really make hip hop music, right? That doesn't go for your casual artist. A box or something with merch in it, a T-shirt maybe, something special that's commemorating this release. People like that. Certain people will pay the $100 for that. A box of a wooden box. Maybe carved. You can get this done for fairly cheap and make a good profit on it still, But it shows you care about the artwork, but you're not just recording 20 million songs a night and just throwing them out, French Montana talks about Drake. So he was up. This is typical industry stuff, okay? So, like, French Montana is someone that will never, like, confirm a beef or anything, and he won't speak about it. Even if he's not cool with the person, he's cool with the person. Now, French and Drake have been seen out together once or twice in the past couple years, and DJ Envy wants this record with French that was put on hold during the whole beef with Kendrick, and I'll explain why that affected that. So French Montana's been saved by Drake multiple times. When French Montana's career was on ice, it's good to have a friend like Drake that will bail you out with a song. I think Drake bailed him out maybe 3 or 4 times, just like he's bailed Khaled out. French Montana is managed by Cash, XO, Sal, that group over there. XO, right? These are the guys that are behind The Weeknd. They hate Drake. French Montana associates with Drake's enemies. And I don't know how Drake's going to take that, right? Because he's distanced himself from French. There was something that was said on a Vitaly stream like 2 years ago. French kind of like played into it a little bit and showed that he's a little bit against Drake. I forget exactly what he said. You can look it up. He was on that one of Vitaly's kick streams. You can look it up. Anyways, if I were Drake, I wouldn't keep French. French doesn't need anybody to keep him going anymore. He's married to a Dubai princess. Okay, he's in a royal family now. Seriously, so it's like he's operating at a different level. Now, as far as them teasing that, Max B will do a song with French and Drake, that could happen. I could see that maybe happening at one point because Max B was big during the DVD. Well, he had a presence during the DVD era. I put him on a lot of DVDs, and a lot of other people did. And during the World Star era, I put him on World Star a lot. And he was on World Star a lot because he was dissing Jim Jones. So nowadays, Max B's music isn't really hitting right now because he just got home, but the nostalgia is still there, and he's getting his money. I'm happy he's home and everything, but we'll see. You never know what Drake's gonna do. When asked about this mysterious record that never came out between French and Drake, he said you have to ask Drake for that record, which tells you everything. They're not on a talking everyday basis like they used to be. Things are different now. But everything's guaranteed change. He did an interview walkout with Ra Ali when she asked about Rick Ross and Drake beef. And then he just, said he double parked and he walked out the interview because he's not going to get into that. Because he's not really as close with Rick Ross as you think he is. Like, that was a favor of Diddy for Rick Ross to take on French Montana because MMG was very big at the time. It helped stamp the whole situation. And Rick Ross is in debt to Diddy for a favor because Diddy helped Rick Ross a lot during 2010 to 2011 time. Maybe even 09. But yeah, this picture right here says it all. Is that A$AP Rocky there? See, all these guys are... Is A$AP Rocky managed by XO? Let's see. A$AP Rocky managed by... Based on... Okay. Maybe not. Oh, no, he has a deal with... Oh, he's with Rock Nation. Huh. Interesting. Oh, he's signed to Polo Ground still? That's old, though. And he has his own creative agency. Wait, let's see this. This album, I thought it was independent. A$AP Rocky. I thought he was indie now. But maybe not. Let's see. No, he's indie. A$AP Rocky Recordings. Unless he's still on RCA. Still signed to RCA. Oh, he does. He is still signed to RCA. He's still listed as an artist. Are they pretending he's indie? That would be crazy. Yo, these labels do that. Like, remember Trinidad James, the Gold song? He was signed to Def Jam the whole time, but was pretending he was indie looking for a deal. Yeah, A$AP Rocky's still on their list. He is not indie. No wonder they're doing a trick to make it look like he sold more. It actually matters to them. It actually matters to them because they can't have, see, RCA Records, A$AP Rocky. You got to be kidding. They see, I thought he bought his way out of his record deal or something. All right. So Ben Dodon is shutting down claims that Drake took his Rolls Royce Spectre back. He took a video in front of a black Spectre. Bro, you can go to any dealership. You can go to a dealership and do this video. He posted a Rolls Royce Dawn, that one, another car. I don't know why anybody would need 3 cars, but hey, a lot of rappers do that. But that doesn't prove anything. I don't really care if he took it back or not. Who cares? It's good for the stream. It's good for the stream. Then we got Blueface. He's a mess. You know, he's with now he's back with Jaden, his baby mom, and that other girl is supposedly having his kid. The mid girl that he got with, Nivea. So, all right, so let's get into this. Supposedly, Turk is taking cash money to court for millions of dollars over that tour. We'll see what happens with that. I really don't know. You know, I don't know what the contract was, but if the contract's in his favor, he's not going to get millions of dollars. That's for sure. Okay, because he was not getting paid millions of dollars to be on that tour. That tour was not generating enough money to pay him millions of dollars. But, you know, eventually he had beef with BG, and obviously he has beef with Juvenile, and, you know, they removed him from the tour. Understandably so, because he's a troublemaker. But Turk likes trouble, man. Let's see. I can't find that thing. But, yeah, he's in court for sure. We'll see what happens. It's really between him and Birdman, right? It's actually, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not even between him and Cash Money. It's between an agency that put the tour together. Is he going to get millions of dollars? No, but, you know, probably get what he was owed. He should get what he was owed. If you're going to remove him from the tour, give him his money. Rob49. So Jake Exploring. This is a popular channel on YouTube that explores abandoned mansions. They went to Birdman's old mansion. I don't even think Birdman owns this mansion. It's probably the bank owns it now. But this was infamous in the late 90s, early 2000s before Katrina. This was Birdman's big mansion in New Orleans. For some reason, Rob40, he says, I want to buy it. Birdman does not own this mansion, bro. The bank does. He's like, what's up, Birdman? Birdman doesn't own the mansion, bro. Either the state owns it or the bank owns it. And nobody wants it because and there's a reason why it's still sitting there. It is a piece of junk. It's falling apart. If you don't maintain a house for 20 years, it's going to fall apart. I like that Say Cheese posted this. They said 20 years ago today, D4L's Laffy Taffy reached number 1. R.I.P. Shorty Low, man. They stated hip-hop was dead after the 6, 3 times platinum. That was a weird era, to be honest with you. And lastly, judge calls out Tyreek Hill's baby mother for seeking a $40,000 a month child support increase after buying a $200,000 Bentley. She's just trying to play in his face, man. Anyways, this is Jordan Tower with J18 News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and I will check you guys next one. Thank you so much for tuning in. Peace.